Hello, my crafty, creative friends. How are you guys doing? Well, are you happy that 2020 is over? And now it's 2021. And we get to go for a couple of months writing the wrong date. The reason why I'm doing this video is because we all kind of reflect back, or I say we all, but maybe we don't all do it, but I think most people do. Look back on the year behind us and take a look at all the things that we've created and what it is that we would like to do going forward in the new year. And so I did that too. I thought a lot about all the things that I would like to have done and didn't do it creative wise. And so I made a list of all those things and went through it and just tried to decide which things were my favorite, because the list was pretty long, really. Too long. And I don't know, if you don't spend enough time on one area of craft, then you don't really learn everything you can about it. At least I don't think you do. Maybe you do, but I don't. So the more time I can spend doing it, just like the more time you can work on piecing your quilts, the better you're going to get at your 1/4-inch stitch, and the better your quilts are going to look. The more you practice on your free motion quilting, the better you will get, and so on and so on. And so, what are some of the crafts that I'd like to do this year? Also, Pat Sloan said something that I thought was really clever. She said that on the first day of the year that she likes to do a little bit of all the things that she would like to do for the whole year. And so I thought that's a great idea. So I thought I'd bring you guys along with me so you can also see some of the things that I would like to do in 2021 in my studio. Yeah. So the first thing on my list is beadwork. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you know that I do have some beads. I don't have as many as I used to because I went through them, and because I wasn't using them, I went through them, and you know what? You're not plugged in. It's a good thing my head is attached. Yeah, so I went through them and like a year and a half ago and sent a whole bunch, half of them, to my sister. And she actually used them, and she sent me some things, which was pretty cool. So I got some of them back. But this year, I need to start doing something with my beads. If I don't, then I'm going to go through them again and send half of them to my sister again. I might just do that anyway because I got a lot of beads, and not just this box. I've got this box, this thing's full. I have beads over here, beads here, beads down there. I got 2 little suitcases full of beads. There's a lot more beads than you think. All right, so let's do some bead. Do a little bit of beading. I'm just going to take a string, and I'm just going to string a few beads on here. And I also think this will be fun at the end of the year to look back, and see what it was that on video, what I wanted to do this year, and see if I did any of it. All right, so there's some beads. I did that. I hope that's not all the bead work I do. Okay, so the next thing is I want to do more sketching. I've had this sketchbook, I don't know, 10, 15 years, and so far there's been no sketches. So not only do I want to do pencil sketches, but maybe some charcoal and other colored pencils, stuff like that, but I'll start out with pencil, and then I also want to do some watercoloring and oil painting. So let's make a sketch. I'm just going to do a doodle sketch. And there's my doodle. And I'm going to make a face out of it. Maybe a funny face. I think this is going to be somebody with a beard. I did that thing there. Yep, I got a beard. And some eyebrows. Maybe some hair coming out there. I think this is a hat. Kind of a weird hat. It's got this bubble there. Well, that's all right. We'll put a feather here. Feather in the cap. So there's my sketch. Good enough. Now I'm going to color him. Here's some watercolors. Do a little, I've never really watercolored before, so I have no idea. But I have painted with oils. Just put a little watercolor down there. Okay, now I got some oil paint. So I'll do some of that. Let's see, I think his beard is going to be brown. Better make his eyebrows brown. He's got this little tuft of hair there. Brown, good enough. That's good enough for now. All right, on to the next thing. Next thing I want to do is some wood burning. So I think I started this a couple of years ago and I never did finish it. And my husband, he bought me a wood burning set for Christmas to motivate me. So do a little bit of wood burning, because I definitely want to do more of this, right? Yeah, definitely want to do more of that. He will look good, I think. All right, that was fun. Hey, while we're over here, because you guys, I don't think, have I ever done a video on this side of the table before? I don't think so. See this thing right here? While you're over here, I made this in art class when I was 15, I think. 14 or 15, something like that, in junior high. Got something in it. got a penny in there. Hey. Yeah, because he's a penny bank, so he has a hole in his head. Now, I don't remember who this guy is. I thought I wrote it on the bottom, which I may have, and some of it's broke off there. So I don't remember who he was, but he was like maybe one of the founding fathers or something. I don't know. Somebody from back then. And he was in a magazine book that the art teacher had. And yeah. My mom hated this head. She wouldn't let me leave it out because it, I don't know, she didn't like it. She always thought somebody was sitting there, I guess. Anyway, it's pretty heavy. I can't believe I still have it. All right, let's move on. And yeah, you know, I have done clay work a long time ago. No place around here to do that, so I won't be probably doing that this year. All right, I'm going to turn you over to the art quilt because we're definitely going to do more of that. All right, here we go. Art quilt. This is Cookie. If you haven't watched those videos, my dog, female chocolate lab who passed away a couple of years ago, and I'm doing her art quilt. So I will put some fabric on there. Just one piece. There we go. Lots more art quilt coming. All right. Oh, it's snowing outside. And we're going to go ahead and move over here, guys. Get to go for a lot of rides today. All right. Going to do some quilting. This quilt needs to be, I need to do some stitch removal on that, which I'm not going to do on the 1st of January because that is not something I want to do the rest of the year. So I just put a little quick practice piece up here. So I'm just going to quilt it real fast. Okay, I just did a meandery type stitch, but definitely want to do some more quilting. I even want to do like some thread art on my machine. So I'll be doing some of that, and I'll probably share it with you. I'm going to turn this off. Pardon me. All right, the next thing we're going to do is go over here to the sewing machine. So hold on. All right, let's see. Oh, I know what I forgot was my list. Gotta have a list. So, of course, I want to do some more sewing. Make lots of more quilts. So let's sew. Let's take a couple of stitches. Good enough. I also want to do free motion quilting on my sewing machine. Now, this is just a little baby sandwich, and I'm just going to do a little bit of free motion on it, and I am not going to change the foot, so we'll see how that works. I don't think it'll work very good. Nope. You really need your foot on there, but I don't want to take the time to do it. There we go. Doesn't work very good doing it that way. All right. I also want to make other projects besides quilting, and so I'm going to be making project bags and purses and stuff like that. I don't know, just fun little simple projects that get done quicker. Also planning on doing some cross stitching. In fact, my cross stitch video that I'm planning on making will probably be out before this one, because I'm going to have to edit this video. Well, I'm going to try not to have to edit this video, but I might have to. So I don't really want to do more editing in 2021, but I probably should. I don't know. I kind of like videos that aren't edited or over edited, you know. I really like live shows. Those are good. So I'm just going to take a few stitches on this cross stitch, and good enough. A few there. All right. The other thing I'm going to do this year is English paper piecing. Sounds like fun, huh? So I got me some hexie papers, and I have a bunch of 2.5 inch cut up fabric. Got a whole box of it here, and I'm gonna make me a little project out of it just to start, like a wall hanging or something. See how I like it. So I'll just take a couple of stitches here, and I'm doing it the thread method. I do want to try the glue method, but I haven't done that yet. All right, I'll just sew a couple of corners down. Hey, you know, this part is real easy, guys. Now, I don't know about when I go to sew them all together, how easy that's going to be, but there you go. So, more of that to come. All right, what is next? I think that's all in the sewing room. I'll be darned. I should go get my list and double check. Hold on, I'll be right back. Told you I'd be right back. You can pretend you're like a, you know, I Dream of Jeannie or whatever when you're doing videos. All right, here's my list. Beading, woodwork, or wood burning, painting, watercolor, drawing, oils. I had machine embroidery on here, but I didn't have time to set that up. So in between all this other stuff, I might bring up my embroidery machine and set that up, but it's way down on the fun things to do list. Art quilt, long arming, sewing, quilting, other projects. Free motion, did that. Cross stitch, English paper piecing. Ooh, and it says banjo and guitar. Banjo and guitar. Let's go check it out. Hold on. Okay, just like that. Here I am. I'm in a totally different room. This is what I like to call my sitting room, which is right next to my studio. And in this room, I just kind of kick back and read and stuff like that. And here comes the dog. So let me introduce you to banjo. I have no idea how to play it. I've had this thing, well, I shouldn't say that. I can play one song. Hey, bring that back here, Annie. Annie, she just stole your ball, Willa. That's the third time she's come up here and stole her ball. Anyway, I can play one song on it, and not very good. I used to be pretty good at that one song. But I do have books, and I know there's YouTube videos out there. That's guitar. Banjo. So, I spent a little bit of time earlier tuning it up because it hasn't been out of the case probably in 4 years. So I definitely want to spend a little more time playing the banjo. Let's see how it sounds. Willa doesn't know what to think of it. Whoops. I forgot how it goes. See why I need to practice? Alright, so definitely want to practice more on the banjo. Also, I used to play the guitar, but I haven't played it in years. So honestly, don't hardly even remember. The strings are all broken on this. Totally out of tune. I need to order new strings. I'll just strum it a little bit because you have to do a little bit of it. Order new strings. Could somebody put that on the list for me? All right. So there is that. I'm looking at the snow. Oh my goodness. Now, the other thing I want to do is yoga. Yeah. Are you ready? Hold on. You don't really think I'm going to do yoga for you, do you? Okay, we're back in the sewing room. Well, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. What are some of your goals this year? What do you want to create? What do you want to work on? What kind of fun do you want to have? And this summer, I'm going to go fishing. I am. And I have a metal detector, and I'm going to use that too. So this summer, fishing and metal detecting. Now, I couldn't really do those things considering that it's snowing outside right now. And I don't think any of the rivers are open for fishing, so there's that. But I can still dream about them. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I hope you had some fun, and I hope I motivated you to think about some of the things that you would like to get done. All right? Get out there and make something. See you next time. Bye.